Provincial Chinchon, Vice Provincial of the Viva, members of the Provincial Council, all our conferers, priests and brothers, and especially our SSP sisters. So happy to be back at their Novus family. My talk is inspired by the theme of the general chapter, recent one. The love of Christ impels us, rooted in the Word, committed to His mission. So I like especially the rooted in the Word. Because we are rooted in the Word, we are committed in His mission, being impelled by the love of Christ of our brothers and sisters. Therefore, I would like to root our reflection on God's Word, which will last forever. The Word of man changes, as we have heard about the Corinthian. But the Word of God lasts forever. Verbum Domini, manna in eternum. So, we will try to reflect on the religious vows based on the Word of God. Now, let us start with about poverty. We know already that Jesus was born in poor circumstances. He was born in Bethlehem, and he lived in the poor house of Nazareth. And in order to make a dignified living, Jesus worked with his hands. He was trained to be a carpenter. And it is said that he made the best yokes in Palestine. When he said, "Come to me. My yoke is easy and my burden light." He could have said that he was really making literally yokes. He was an expert carpenter in order to support his mama Mary. For we know that probably St. Joseph died. And then he was also a lover of property. His dead body was buried in a borrowed tomb. So in other words, Jesus wanted to belong to the lower class. Made no attempt to escape, to disguise it. Therefore, Jesus' attitude to wealth was simple and clear. It is an obstacle to the kingdom of heaven. And his problematic speech in Nazareth, what did he say? He said, quoting prophet Isaiah, he was sent to preach the gospel to the poor. So he had a predilection to the poor and the needy. Although he did not disdain the wealthy ones. He had rich people like Nicodemus, because they also support him, although Nicodemus was open to the kingdom of God. So the thousands of people who followed Jesus, listened to his message, were the great majority the poor, the ignorant, the despised in society. Well, we know the story of widow's mite is both a praise of the poor and a subtle condemnation of the rich. The story of the rich man who would not renounce his possession to follow Jesus is the basis of our evangelical counsel of poverty. So remember that. It is found in all three synoptic gospels. In Matthew's version, which reads, "If you wish to be perfect," Jesus here makes the total renunciation of wealth a condition of following him. However, the recommendation of Jesus to give all to the poor was not part of the general preaching to the listeners. No. Nevertheless, he adds a remark on the difficulty which wealth creates to admission to the kingdom of heaven. Luke has a number of passages touching poverty. It is his favorite topic. He has a special interest in the question. The admission of the poor to the kingdom of heaven is found in the parables of the banquet, of the rich man and Lazarus. The story of Zacchaeus exhibits sympathy for the poor and hostility towards the rich, which is more pronounced than any other gospel. Now, it is to be remarked that Christianity was the only movement of importance in the Roman Empire, which is our origin and growth in the poor and lower classes. It conquered society not from above, but from below. So the example and teaching of Jesus were such that the church of the early centuries thought of itself as a church of the poor, which we repeat in PCP 2. So with this predilection of the poor, it is no surprise that Jesus considers poverty as the supreme blessedness of the Christian, since it's the first of the 8 Beatitudes, which form the introduction to the Sermon on the Mount. And the Sermon on the Mount is considered the compendium of Christ's teaching, the Magna Carta of the kingdom, the summary of the teaching of Jesus, the distillation of the Christian faith. Now, some exegesis. Every one of the Beatitudes has the same form grammatically in Greek. In Hebrew, there is no finite verb to be. Hence, in the Beatitudes, the word are is not even in the Greek version. We say, blessed are the poor in spirit. In the original Greek, no are, not even in Hebrew. So, the are means that the verb is not in the Greek. Why? The reason is because Jesus spoke the Beatitudes originally in Aramaic, a kind of Hebrew spoken by people at the time, the lingua franca, or international language of the ancient Near East. Now, Aramaic and Hebrew have a very common kind of expression, which is in fact an exclamation. This expression, which is ashereh in Hebrew, is very common in the Old Testament. For instance, in the very first Psalm in Hebrew begins, ashereh, ha'ish, asher lo halak ba'achah reshaim. In English, the correct translation is, oh, the blessedness of the man who does not walk in the counsel of the ungodly. This is the form in which Jesus spoke the Beatitudes. The Beatitudes, then, are not simple statements. They are exclamations. Hence, the original sense of Jesus' sentence is, oh, the blessedness of the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Mark the exclamation point. This is most significant, for it means that the Beatitudes are not pious hopes of what shall be. They are not glowing prophecies of some future bliss. No, they are congratulations on what it is happening at present. So the blessedness of the Christian is not a blessedness which is postponed to the future world of glory. It is a bliss which exists here and now. It is not something into which a disciple will enter. No, it is something into which he or she has already entered. True, it will find its fullness and its consummation at the end of time, when God's kingdom will finally dawn on earth. But for all that, it is already a present reality to be enjoyed here and now. The blessedness of a Christian is eschatological, meaning starting already here, but still to be consummated in the future. Hence, the Beatitudes in effect say, oh, the joy of being the disciple of Christ. Oh, the joy of being an SBD. Oh, the great glory of being an SSPS, a member of the Knowledge family. Oh, the sheer bliss of knowing Jesus Christ as Master and Savior and being a religious missionary. The Beatitude is a statement of the joyous thrill of the radiant gladness of the Christian life. Hence, all the disciples of Christ must always be happy. A smiling face. Bawa ka na kasimangot. Ginadilian ng mukot. Because of the Beatitudes already here and now. The word blessed is a very special word in Greek, which is a makarios. It is used to describe the gods. Hence, in Christianity, there is godly or divine joy. You must remember, it is not a simple human joy, but godly and divine joy. Now, how to prove this? There is a particular usage of the word makarios in Greek. The Greek always called the island of Cyprus He Makaria, which means the happy island. Why? They did so because Cyprus was a lovely island, so rich, so fertile, that nobody would ever need to go beyond its shores to find the perfect happy life. Cyprus has such a climate, such flowers and fruits and trees, such minerals, such natural resources, that it contains within itself all the materials for perfect happiness. So Macarius then describes the joy which has a secret within itself. The joy which is serene and untouchable and self-contained. The joy which is completely independent of all the chances and changes of life. So the Christian blessedness is completely untouchable and unassailable. It is different from the human natural happiness which is dependent on the chances and changes of life. Something which life may give and which life will also destroy. The Beatitudes speak of the joy which seeks to ordain, the joy through sorrow and loss, and pain and grief are powerless to touch the joy which shines through tears which nothing in life or death can take away. That's why the martyrs, even though they suffer so much, they suffer in joy. They even make humorous statements. Remember St. Lawrence of Rome, what the deacon? What was his martyrdom? Very painful. He was roasted, but he was still the humorous. A guard, my right side is already roasted. Go to the other side. So, full of joy in the suffering. So the world can win its joy. And the world can equally lose its joy. A change in the fortune, a collapse in the health, an accident, a disappointment with an ambition, even just a change in weather can take away the fickle joy of the world. But the Christian has the serene and untouchable joy which comes from the following of Christ and from being in the presence of Jesus. So therefore, brothers, no millionaire is really happy. No billionaire is really happy. All those who have the joys in the world cannot have a permanent one. Our joy is here, the blessedness of Christ. Okay. But so the greatness of the Beatitudes, that they are not wistful glimpses of some future beauty. They are not even golden promises of some glory. They are triumphant shouts of bliss or permanent joy that nothing in the world can ever take away. Let us congratulate ourselves that we members of the glorious family have this everlasting joy. Okay. But the great surprise of Jesus' list of Beatitudes is that he begins by saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit." Now, for Jesus, the poor are the most blessed ones. Now, in Greek, there are two words for poor. First, panes. Panes describes a man who has to work for his living. He's a man or woman who serves his own needs with his own hands. It describes a working person who has nothing superfluous, not rich, but who has neither destitute. That's the root word of the English penury. Panes, penury. Meaning it is a person who has nothing superfluous, but something to live on. Hand-to-mouth existence. Isang tuka. That is in the Tagalog song. But in this Beatitude, this word describes mild or conquerable poverty is not the one used. The one used in the Greek is tokos. This is the word used in the first Beatitude. Now the word describes absolute and abject poverty. It is connected with the root word tusen, which means to crouch or to cower. It describes poverty beaten to its knees. So unlike panes, the word tokos describes a person who has nothing at all. So the first Beatitude is quite shocking and alarming. Blessed is the person who is abjectly and completely poverty-stricken. Blessed is he or she who is absolutely destitute. If you use just the word tokos. However, the Beatitudes were done in Aramaic, not in Greek. So strikingly, our Lord must have used some other word like ebion or ani. So there was an evolution of the meaning of the words designating the poor in Hebrew